Okay, I guess I'll take Oh Boy.
Sure thing. Start us in.
So on the north end of the map in green, we have Oh Boy, who are not bringing a battleship. So we've got Worcester, Venezia, Nevsky, Stalingrad, Gearing, Daring, Halland. Both teams running a 4-3 lineup.
Indeed, both teams running 4-3, opposing them from the south. Penta putting up Puerto Rico, our first Gibraltar of the event. I believe yesterday not one team took Gibraltar, based on the data I saw. Nevsky and Stalingrad, fronted by Gearing, Daring, and Marceau. Now, Marceau is an interesting pick, if for no other reason than it costs, I think it's 55 points. Like, there's a number of cruisers. There's a number of cruisers that are cheaper than a Marceau.
It's like Parisian boutique ship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very expensive. I'm not surprised to see Marcello Pello in that ship. Marcello Pello is an excellent destroyer player. So I'm sure if they're going to get their, money's worth out of those 55 points, then that is an excellent player to do it with. But like we were talking yesterday about like these expensive ships, especially the battleships, they have to, pull their weight in order to be worth it. So it's going to be interesting.
And
Marcel's going to rush the cap, obviously.
Absolutely. And we saw yesterday some instances of battleships that did pull their weight, and some instances of battleships that did not.
So particularly yesterday, we saw Conqueror, surprisingly, pulling its weight. Lovely. We saw a Schlieffen do pretty well. But we saw some others, like Montana, for example, that didn't really quite pull its weight in terms of the points cost, because the points cost is like 66 plus.
Yeah.
Whereas all the cruisers are less than that. So,
well, some of that was also, I think, how the Montana. I mean, they ended up down a ship, and the Montana was on this map. Actually, that was the game yesterday. I think between Rain and Elysium, but the Montana was basically forced to push. Capping battleships was a thing we saw several times yesterday. That Montana was forced into it and got just kind of no, it wasn't. It was KSC. It was KSC and III. We saw that push on because KSC had that beautiful cross torping going on.
Okay, we've seen the Marceau as you'd expect, rushing onto that cap using its speed. We saw a lot of Delnies yesterday because of the speed, but today Penta opting for the Marceau.
The speed and the point cost. Delny is the most affordable destroyer. I think she's about 36 points-ish for that speed value.
Maybe it's like highest knots per point or something.
Hey, there's a factor. I guarantee you somebody has crunched those numbers, right? Somebody has.
Quite probably.
I guarantee it.
Okay, Torps going past the backside of Marcello Pello here in the cap. They're not going to be a problem. Marcello probably using radio location to predict where those Daring Torps were coming from. Also, the Daring is running Hydra.
I like Lord Damon's Daring position. I like that they're using it to with this Hydro to kind of screen for those torpedoes a bit to make sure that Marcello doesn't get caught out.
Yeah, it's not a very long range Hydra. It's only 3K for the Torps.
But it's enough. It's enough to kind of guard that angle, right?
Yeah, exactly. So Marceau, having capped, has moved off. So now it's going to be Oh Boy's move with 2 caps on the Reds' advantage. They're going to smoke the gearing down for the Nevsky.
Yep. Each team with a gearing Nevsky pair on the 2 line.
Did you have a chance to look at the radar mod?
I should have. No, I didn't. I did not. No, I failed.
No worries. So we can see that the Nevskys are not quite inside each other's radar ranges, but the destroyers are, or at least the gearing one is.
It's almost like they've done this before. You think these two teams have played each other in clan battles a time or 27?
Once or twice.
Yeah.
Like I was saying yesterday, like, these two teams, these teams know each other really well. They know each other's tactics. They know the individual players. Because it comes down to things like when you're prepping for a match like this player always turns left, or this player likes to do X. Like, it's that level of prep.
I mean, this is the EU1 seed and the EU2 seed based on the last season of clan battles. So, I mean, they absolutely ran into each other regularly.
Okay, radar out from Synthenor's Stalingrad for Oh Boy in the middle. That spots Blood Legends Puerto.
Puerto holding
anything else?
Puerto holding the close position at sea. We're used to seeing a Stalingrad take this kind of slot. They are using Rico here instead. Whereas Snackman's Gibraltar playing the wide, 9-line, kind of keep the back door closed position over here. That's an interesting pick for that role, Gibraltar.
Yeah, I think like we were saying yesterday, you have your points budget and you get your must-have ships for your strategy, which in the case of Penta would include that Marceau for sure.
Kinemod's radar going up on the one line, getting some shots out on Tractor, some return shots coming in on Vilex.
Oops, going past the gearing, has to just move slightly to dodge those, but no problem. Sometimes stopping is the best answer, but the problem is then
you're under the guns. Again. Yep.
Yeah.
Tractor still lit, radar still ticking, just about to expire, and there it goes.
Exchange going across the cap as well as Basti's Daring just tries to back into the cap.
Indeed, Silverblade's Stalingrad radar providing the overwatch over here, getting some really good salvos downrange on Basti's Daring. They'll push him off the cap, but he'll have the chance to get back in. Go ahead.
So Daring having to smoke to break line of sight there, I think. The heal is on cooldown for another minute, so Basti's going to have to be quite careful there that they don't take any more incoming. I think Marcello Pello's Marceau is going to make a push up the 7 line.
Just noticing that and going to bring it up. I'm glad you saw it. This is going to be interesting because it looks like, we talked about Blood Legends Puerto Rico position. We've seen Stalin mirroring that one. Of course, Synthonor's Stalin up north basically holding that slot down. Kind of middle Overwatch, although actually he's...
Well right now. SeaRaptor, I'm not hearing you very well right now. Discord is wigging out.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah, I see the... What's going on there?
It looks all right on my end. I guess it's your...
I'm getting reds and yellows on Discord. That's very irritating and odd. Well, Synthonor has no way to know Marcello is making this push. His hydro isn't up. His radar hasn't been spotted him.
The enemy is about to win.
But there he is. He knows now.
I can't hear you. Let's change channels.
Okay.
See if that resets the connection for you.
They're going to attempt to trade Marcello at a minimum for Synthonor. They're going to do it. Textbook assassination there. That does move. I'm back in the green again, by the way.
Yeah, it just resets the server connection.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah, I couldn't hear anything you were saying. Oh. So, Daring steps onto the A cap after Marceau has assassinated the Stalingrad.
Yeah, absolutely assassinated. Surprisingly not turning to the cap, though. Marcello leaving the cap alone.
I think you will see Marcello turn around. I think that was just like the overrun of the tour brush. I think he's... Because Marcello doesn't turn particularly...
Yeah, or he might have broken his rudder or something.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, Daring Daimon is spotted. Gear Tractor is also spotted by the cap there. Velix also spotted.
Yep, all the ships spotted here. All these destroyers lurking around A. Just about everybody lit in some fashion.
The OHBOY Halland is about to get on to C, maybe. I think Sex Doctor there is just thinking about it because
he's right on the edge.
Looming. Right, skirting
turning
the edge
in
of
now.
Blood Legend radar. Because as soon as they step on that cap, Puerto Rico radar is going to go out. There it is immediately.
There it is, but he's out of range. He's over a half a kilometer out of range. They can't find him.
Oh, Worcester, Eternal Titan. Oh boy, it just took a big, big hit there from, I think, probably the Stalingrad.
Has to have been Silverblade Stalingrad here. Just able to lob shells over that island in front of him. Had a good shot on Eternal Titan.
I can't believe that the Halland is just capping between the Gibraltar and the Puerto Rico.
Well, the Gibraltars can't really turn north, right? I mean, the Venezia will punish him for it.
Yeah. It's pretty... Like, we saw this yesterday, like, with ships getting behind the enemy team and like, backcapping and things like that.
Well, in 7v7, it's... I won't say it's easy, but it certainly is. It's less challenging.
There's more space, right?
Yes,
there's more space between the ships.
The maps play a lot bigger.
Tractor unspotted now, but under heavy incoming fire. Shells still in the air, down to 3, 7, 2, 8. Of course, Gearing does not have a heal 2-6, 2-5. Spotted again.
He's going to
Think
go out
they might
right
lose
here.
Tractor.
Yep. That's basically the game. Seconds ticking away. Everything coming up. Penta here in game 1. Textbook win here for them on Warriors Path.
Okay, sorry about the audio issues during the middle.
Yeah,
of
apologies. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. It happens. So hopefully that will continue to be okay. I think if that happens again, I'll just drag us into a different channel. I just seem to reset it. Okay.